So I have to deal with a lot of noise in the background, but I think that's something that is temporary, and I just want to. Especially this is the very first time I'm trying a live. We've just been saying I'm going to do a live, I'm going to do a live, and probably there is no one watching out there. But yeah, at some point you come across this. So I I just want to try and play something. There is a song that I have learned like over a long period of time. It's not usually like a continuous practice for me, but at times I do it, sometimes I do some other things. But it's one of those songs that I found interesting, even though it was quite a challenge for me like to play it with my like voice, maintaining the pitch. It was quite a challenge, but I just have to try it. And I want to do this like in a comfortable position where I just do it and relax without any kind of pressure. Remember, it's my first time, and actually the first time I'm doing this for over a minute. Most of those times I just start it for 30 seconds and then I freak out and shut it down. So right now I just want to like try it and see how far this can go or what I can do with this. So it is quite normal for me to like shake at times or just feel a little off because when it's something new, that's what you have to deal with. So the name of the song that I'll be trying is Sam Fischer, This City by Sam Fischer. So there are some points that I really really struggle with the high pitch. It needs a lot of training, but after training my voice, I used this. There was this amazing lady who has this channel called Amazing Channel, whose tips I've used. She had like a whole lesson created on Notion that could help somebody train their voice, and I went on there and did a few, and actually there was a lot of improvement for me. What changed maybe was that I after that I got a little bit sluggish and didn't practice for 2 or 3 days, but I still managed to like enjoy it. But now the song that I'm going to be playing today is This City by Sam Fisher. Usually you can play it without a capo. This is what we call a capo. But you can also play it with a capo, just place it on the first fret. So if I place it on the first fret, now these are what are called frets. I place that on the first fret. And if I'm playing this song, the first string that I'm going to be striking are the very first and the fourth. So I have to like plug this together from what I have learned. Okay, I've done it over and over, and I've gotten to a point where I'm slightly comfortable with it. So I have to place my finger on the second fret, first string, and then I'll pull the very low string together with the fourth string. So I start open. So that's how it starts. So that sounds a little bit muted. It means one of the strings is not properly placed. So usually you must have to like test that. If I do it without doing that, I am picking the very first lower E string and the fourth string. So I place that on the first fret and then I start picking. So I pull that and then the second finger goes into the second fret, second string. So first pull. So that's usually the very first line of the song This City by Sam Fisher. I'm going to play that again so you can get exactly what I'm saying. And if you heard this song, you can relate and then you can just go back and listen to it and compare. So first, so that is done like 3 times. So I have to like do 3 rounds of that. And then in the second round, now I'm going to do something different. This, my finger here, I'm going to press the or hold on to the second string of the second fret. So, and then pull, then So I want you to have a look at that. So in the second round, I'm going to do that, and then this finger is going to pull the very last string, and then I go all the way to the this is the third string, first fret. When I'm muting like the very first fret, now this acts as my first fret, and then I'll pull that. So I want to try that again, doing all the three steps, and then pulling other the last one. So maybe I may not get the language right, but let's just listen all through to the very first maybe part of this song. So you notice that that's how this goes. So the last part, you take the third fret, first string, and the very top string here. The high, is it the low string there? Yes, the low string. So once again, now if we add the vocals, I may not hit the exact vocal, but I think I can do it. So I'm going to add the vocals to this tune, and then you can see how the very first chorus fits in with this tune. So this is how it goes. I've been seeing lonely people in crowded rooms, covering the old heartbreaks with new tattoos. So that's the very first chorus, the first verse that Sam Fischer does for that. This may not sound exactly as it is, but it is very close to the actual tune that the song is played in. At times maybe I may not get the speed right, but that's just how it usually goes. So I've been seeing lonely people in crowded rooms, covering the old heartbreaks with new tattoos. It's all about smoke screens and cigarettes, looking through low lights and silhouettes. All I see is lonely crowded rooms. And then now we go to the part where it's usually the chorus, and this does get really hard at some point because of maybe the voice is high pitch. So in the chorus, it goes on the I may not be getting the slapping correctly, but already it has been quite a journey for me. And for me to get this point where I can actually do this, it's been a bit of a tough journey for me. And I do like to appreciate or celebrate the little maybe steps that are made. So the chorus. So first we need to put the little finger, press the lower E string, and pluck the first and the fourth strings again. Then do the slap, and then now we have to move to the second string, second fret, and pull it with the fifth string. Sorry. So the second. Then now the first one needs to my thumb needs to mute the lower E string and hold it together with the second string, second fret, and then I now have to release. So now this is the part where now we start the chorus. So this usually requires a bit of a high pitch. I may not get to that point yet, but I do kind of try that already. So I do something like the city's gonna break. So that is usually a tough part for anyone who has not gone through a rigorous voice training, but still you have to try. And then right now I would say I'm still a bit nervous, and could that could worsen it, maybe not make it sound so good, but yeah, I've quite enjoyed that. Now we go to the second verse, and in the second verse it's the same thing, like we just repeat the same tune that we used in the first verse, but now we now start the second verse from there. So again we're going to play the beginning verse 3 times. She got a hold on me, she got me wrapped in the finger. She's got a hold on me, she's got me wrapped in the finger. The city's gonna break my heart. So that is, it's a tough one, and I've particularly struggled with having to balance the playing with the singing. So it's quite a task for somebody to balance that. You have to coordinate. So you have to be coordinating your voice with the playing, and at times you miss out on the tune. At times you miss out on like the the singing. So it has to be some sort of balance, and I think I still have like a lot of work to do, and that's something that I've been really pushing on, working on, to try and get to that point where I can really, you know, make this really work. But if you're a beginner, someone is just learning to play this instrument, and you are also trying to sing, it's going to be a challenge. So it is important to just try to focus on one. Like I tried focusing on playing, I can really play well. But when I start singing, when I start the voice part, it becomes a bit hard for me, because I have not really mastered the coordination between the singing and the playing. So I can sing very well when I'm not playing the instrument. I can control my voice perfectly. I can like hit high notes as per my levels. But then the moment I introduce the singing part, or the try to combine the instrument with the singing, I struggle. So that is one song that I think I can do. The other one that I think I've really tried and mastered, this is going to be the song Say You Won't Let Go. So this usually has to be played from the third. You have to place your capo on the third string, third fret of third fret, to make all the frets from here. Sorry, I am a bit nervous, and it's normal for me to like mess up or appear confused, especially when there is somebody watching. So this song I play with the cap on the third fret. I can do second or third fret, but I do just prefer playing it with the third fret. So this is that song of Say You Won't Let Go. So I'm going to try that. I think I should just stop this and retry next time. That has been enough of maybe nervousness for me, and I'm going to try and do it more frequently so that I don't end up, um, being the one who can't face a camera and who freaks out when somebody starts watching. Yeah. So, so thanks if you showed up. I was trying to play the song "This City" by Sam Fischer. I was very nervous because it's the very first time I'm trying to do this, and I still have the problem of coordinating playing this here and singing. And I'm going to try like make this a little bit like I would say a routine so that I get used to it. I get used to facing like the camera, gets used to like being okay or being comfortable playing when people are watching, because that's somewhere that I really want to get to. And I I have to put in the work. I know it won't happen just by me wishing, so I have to like do more of these lives, and I hope I'm going to be having like fans here and they're going to watch, going to cheer me up and going to support. I'm going to mess up at some point, and it's I have to accept and deal with that. So yeah. So I am seeing Jacqueline here. I have to like let me respond to Jacqueline here. Let me see. Jacqueline says hi. I'm going to pin this and then I'm going to respond. So Jacqueline has been one of my biggest supporters. Imagine a stranger from nowhere being your biggest supporter, someone who's been just watching and and engaging with my content for the longest time now. So let me respond to that. Okay, so I think that's it for me today. I'm going to try and do something better tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I want to try and make this consistent. I need to. It's not like a choice. I really need to make this a continuous thing, so I can be confident, so I can time just take a deep breath and forget the pressure and just do this. So thank you again for showing up and watching this. It might have been a mess. It was the very first one. I probably wasn't that much prepared, but most of us never are. But I think it's going to be better. Thanks again for showing up.